All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick lesson. All right, going into, the madman is coming, and the madman, that's speaking of Esau, Edom, okay, the so-called white man, all right? And he's coming, meaning he's about to come down with great wrath, okay? And who is he gunning for? All right, he's gunning for the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native, Seminole Indians, all right? This devil, he's coming down and plotting as we speak, all right, to subdue and ultimately try to exterminate, the Lord's chosen people, okay? And, he's going to do that in the form of martial law, Gurkha troops, as well, as establishing FEMA camps, okay? Which the FEMA camps, they're already here. All right. This devil, he's getting ready as we speak to start throwing people in there. OK. And the ones he wants to throw in there are those, that oppose his new world order agenda. All right. Those that pretty much, don't want to worship, the so-called white man in his wicked society, okay, to worship the image of the beast, going into their philosophies, all right, their ideologies, their direction that they're moving the earth towards, transhumanism, okay, moving away from the scriptures, moving away from natural and holistic herbs, and going completely digital. All right. Because this man is the devil. So anybody that opposes, this man's, alphabet agenda, hey, they're going to be on the number one list. All right. And the main ones that are coming up against this devil, all right, are, the men of the Lord, the prophets. OK. But, ultimately Esau, he wants to exterminate all of Israel. OK, because Esau hates us as a whole, man. So let me get Revelations 12 and 12. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right. And Esau, Edom, this devil, he don't have, the same amount of time that he did 5 years ago. OK, to establish a new world order. The Lord is cutting this man's power down. OK, and as this man, his power is dwindling, his enchantments and people starting to wake up. Now he has to change the whole narrative. All right. Now he has to collapse the economy. All right. He has to create an artificial, famine, or a man-made famine, I should say. All right. In order to bring these people to their knees. All right. And a lot of people is going to be brought to their knees, and they're going to be running to Esau, Edom for the solution, which this devil, he's going to be administering the MOTB. All right. And in the midst, of these unbearable conditions, on top of that, this devil, he's going to be coming down, flexing his muscle. All right. His military is going to be putting people to death. All right. And that's going to put even more fear on these people. All right. So that's him, coming down with great wrath. All right. And we're in that time now where these devils, they don't have too much time, man. All right. The time is being cut in half. All right. Time is being sped up and the days are being shortened, man, for the sake of the elect. All right. So this devil, he sees his power waning. So he's going to cause these events in order for him, to come down with that wrath. All right. Whether this devil, he's going to release, some more, bugs. All right. All these things is going to take place because the scriptures speak about these things happening at the end of the world. All right. Let me get another precept. All right, this is Salaki. This is 2nd Ezra. Salaki, let me find it real quick. Yeah, 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and I'm gonna start at verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. All right, so that burning wrath, that's coming from Esau, Edom. All right, and it's perpetual hatred that he has for the Lord's chosen people, man. All right, this devil, he wants to eradicate the nation of Israel. All right, just because this devil knows that we the ones that's supposed to be in power, man. All right. So he's going to make moves to try to do that. OK. And the Lord is going to allow him to get 2/3 of Israel. All right. 2/3 of niggas. All right. Especially the nigga woman. All right. That want to be rebellious towards the Lord. All right. That love living in a society where our oppressors rule over us. All right. The same Edomites that 2/3 of Israel worship pretty much. Hey, they gonna come down and try to kill you, man. All right. And you can't say that the men of the Lord ain't warned you, because the warnings has been going out. The scriptures say never trust thine enemy, man. All right. So now, hey, the Lord gonna sick this devil on you, man. 2nd Ezra 16. Salaki, I think I accidentally. Oh, yeah. 2nd Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. All right. So Esau, Edom, he's working behind the scenes to kill, to prepare his troops to get ready to kill, niggas. All right. And Jake don't even know that these things are happening as we speak, man. All right. We got Esau's running drills, population control in the urban areas. All these things is happening. Jake, here it is. Jake is doing a challenge. Here it is. The nigga woman is twerking in the middle, of a hurricane. That's how hey, this is pre-flood behavior, man. Pre-flood behavior. Let me continue to read. It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And the spirit of owl. I'm over here walking right now. In the nature, it's at nighttime. You can hear an owl, But, the owls, they can see in the dark, man. And that's, the men of the Lord. They have that eyesight. All right. So going back to 2nd Ezra. All right. And it says, feed you idle with things offered unto idols. That's speaking of the MOTB. All right. Because once the troops roll in and martial law is declared, they're not going to broadcast. They're just going to straight up just put the MOTB right in your face, man. They're just going to roll it out, man. All right. Now there is, there are going to be celebrities that's take it. They're going to be advertising it. All right. But this devil, he's just going to roll it out as if, that's the knight in shining armor, so to speak. That's going to save the society. All right. But really, that's the MOTB, man. The mark of the beast. All right. The subdermal device, the Neuralink. Okay. And this devil, he plans on putting that in every person on the earth and linking them up to a supercomputer so he can track everybody's movement. All right. And then he wants to boost the signal, with them satellites by Elon Musk. And he wants to roll out 6G. All right. To boost the signal that's going to feed to the supercomputer. So Esau can pull up a giant map with everybody that got the MOTB, zoom in and click on you. He can see where you at. All right. He can see your if you're using the bathroom, if you're not using the bathroom, if you're dealing with your woman. All right. That's what this devil wants to be like. They tell you that second Esdras. All right. The second chapter, how this devil wants to be like the Most High. All right. So that's the thing that he's going to try to give people, and those that don't, want to get down with it. All right. He's going to try to throw them in the FEMA camps, man. All right. Some of us of the hopeful elect, all right, very well may be tried and thrown in the FEMA camp. All right. And Lord's will, I get that scripture. Okay. Because the Lord told us, that the strive for the truth, even unto death. Okay. So going back 2nd Ezra 16 and 68, verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Yeah, those that consent, meaning, they willingly, roll their sleeve up or roll their arm up and get the MOTB, man. All right. Hey, the Lord is going to allow Esau to have his way with you, man. Okay. Verse 71 or verse 70, it says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Okay. And those that fear the Lord is speaking of the Israelites. All right. Because we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob, meaning Israelites. Okay. All right. And the Lord is going to allow this devil to get 2/3 of Israel that's not covered, by Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. So really, this judgment is for the wicked. All right. The Lord is going to deliver the elect from amongst this, because the elect is not going to consent. All right. The scriptures say the Lord has reserved unto himself 7,000 men that would not bow the knee to the image of Baal. All right. And 7,000 means completion, going into the 1/3. Okay. The elect. So continue to read verse 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Yeah, and the scriptures speak about being pilgrims upon the earth. All right, because when this society collapse and they roll in the troops, all right, they're going to be going door to door, forcing people to get the MOTB, casting people out of their homes. All right, because if you don't get the MOTB, you're going to be ostracized from society. You're not going to be a citizen, all right, of America. And therefore, you don't own your house. You don't own anything of the property of America. They're going to cast people out their homes, man. All right. So, hey, that's why, again, the scriptures say, be ye as pilgrims upon the earth. And on top of that, the Lord, is putting his elect in that spirit to be ready to give up everything, man. So I'm going to continue to read verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So in that time, it's going to be known because, hey, the Lord is going to be with his elect. All right. It's going to be evident. Okay. Because that power is going to be seen, man. the power of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be seen upon the Lord's servants in the form of the men of the Lord performing spiritual power. And also, not every member of the elect is going to get power on this side, but they're going to witness the miracles of the Lord, performing. They may see the chariots come down to defend, all right, members of the elect, but then some brothers are actually going to get the power for themselves to glorify the Lord. All right. So that's the time we're in, man, because the Lord, hey, man, the Lord is going to defend us, man. This is the time where the Lord said, he was going, the scriptures say, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. Okay. So it's going to be seen, it's going to be known who the Lord's chosen is in that day. But yet it says they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So we're still going to have to be in the midst of Jacob's trouble, because we still have to patiently wait for the Lord to come back, man. All right. So that's where that being tried as the gold in the fire, man. Okay. And in the midst of all this, all right, they're going to be setting up those FEMA camps. All right. Throwing a lot of Jake in there, torturing Jake, killing people. All right. They're going to be throwing heathens in there too. They're going to be throwing Edomites in there. All right. But mainly they're going to really be going after Israelites, man. Okay. Let me get another precept. Let me see. Salakia. Salakia, I'm trying to find a precept where it says, let me try to reword it. Where it says, oh yeah, here it is, Jeremiah 15. Here it is. This is Jeremiah 15, verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, Moses, represents the law. Samuel represents, the prophets. Okay. It says, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be towards this people, speaking of 2/3 of Israel. Okay. Because Jake is not hearkening unto the warnings of the Lord. Here it is. The Lord has his servants out there. They want to call us the prophets of doom. And all we're doing, we're warning you of the doom. Okay. It says, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, all right, because Jake is going to try to get this truth when it's far too late. When they start seeing their house get kicked in, all right, and their grandmama get hauled off, to a FEMA camp, then they're going to try to make a break for it and try to find the prophets, go to the streets where the brothers used to teach. They're going to try to find brothers' homes and stuff. But it said, and if they do manage to find a man of the Lord, all right, for the most part, majority of them is going to be destroyed. They ain't going to be able to, get into the graces of the Lord, because that's what this time right now is for. Now there's going to be Israelites that do get saved. All right. But the majority of Israelites have been bullshitting. So if they do come across a man of the Lord, it says, Salakia. It says, Jeremiah 15 and 2, and it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. All right. And that captivity is speaking of these different FEMA camps that Esau got. All right. So, hey, that's for Jake, that scoffing, not taking his truth seriously, or Jake that think that they can listen to every single Israelite camp and pick and choose what they like and what they don't like. In that time, they're going to be trying to be serious about the Lord, and it's going to be too late. Let me get another precept. All right, because the men of the Lord is still going to be in the midst of this chaos as well. Okay. For righteousness' sake, not for. See, the difference is, Jake, 2/3 of Israel is going to be punished, for the wickedness, and the men of the Lord is going to go through certain things, for righteousness' sake, to be proven. Okay, this is Revelations 2:10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer." All right, the Lord commanded us not to fear these things. It says, "Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried." And the word "try" goes into test. "And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, not literally 10 days, just a period of time." It says, "Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." All right. And certain brothers are going to be martyrs for the truth. But the Lord said that, the Lord is not going to give, anything that's too heavy for a brother to bear. So, the Lord said he was going to give his elect a crown of life. Those, that lay down their lives for Yahweh Shema Shai's sake. Okay. And not bowing down to the image of Baal, So, hey, these times are coming, and, the scriptures say, the elect shall be tried as the gold in the fire. But nevertheless, the victory is already written. Abaratazah, we part of that number. The victory is already written. The elect already overcame through the blood of Yahweh Shai. Why? Because Yahweh Shai already overcame 2,000 years ago. Okay. So the victory, it's already won. It just has to, the Lord just is bound by his word. So, the destruction of America has to play out. The MOTB, being made mandatory. World War III, the missiles. That's when the Lord going to show up in the midst of the missiles flying to deliver the elect, man. All right. The elect is going to be delivered. So this destruction is for the wicked. All right. It's not for the righteous. So with that being said, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai Bashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and the Babar.